Hey everybody, today I'm smiling, yay! We finally got the alternative, what I was hoping to do a week ago with multi-charts, I managed to get with my open source trading platform. Hooray! What I've managed to do is I've gone on about managed and unmanaged C++, DLLs and all that, but this is what I've done. I've got a bunch of videos for my membership on this, a bunch of resources available, source code, as I said, videos, and I've spent the last 3-4 days putting all this together and basically blogging my journey, as you could call it. But here's what I've done. Multi-charts I was hoping to use to be able to integrate the multi-charts platform with their multicharts.net, I should say, multicharts.net, and integrate it with through their framework, be able to have it talk to a code-generated Simulink model with C++. But there's two things that I've come across in the last 3 days. Well, in the last week. Multicharts.net, I put up another video on it on the lack of documentation, the lack of a lot of things, resources available to get people up and running to use their framework. So multicharts is gone, out the door, bye-bye. So I've replaced it with an older open source trading platform that I've used and tinkered around with and had really no big difficulty with a year ago. So it's now doing what I was hoping to do with Tradelink, or well, that's just the platform is Tradelink, but managed to integrate everything together relatively neatly. But what I've done is I am able to generate with MATLAB in Simulink a code generated or a C++ model that's visually built and code generate that into a C++. Now, as I said, there was two challenges that I came across. Wasn't aware. Multicharts was number one, and again there's that finger. Number two, number two is the surprise that I got with the code generated C++ or C or whatever it is, and I created a DLL from that, and using something called a p-invoke. I thought that was safe. You could do that. Even an experienced quant guy didn't even know that, and I was just kind of shocked at it. But nonetheless, I found a workaround for that. So I have MATLAB Simulink code generate my C++ code and create a static library from it within Visual Studio, but it's unmanaged. Therefore, I have to create a new DLL in C++ that will be able to manage it, okay, and then be able to, which will allow it to have support for Common Library Runtime, or CLR support, so that .NET applications can read it. That's what obviously Tradelink is written in, is in .NET and C#. So I've now accomplished that bridge. It's a 3-step process. So I've accomplished that. I've got a number of videos up online for my members. I'm doing a live webinar on Monday, February 11th on it. It is a kind of a hairy process, but it can be done. And now I can focus on generating decent models and hopefully simple models from Simulink, and have it be able to talk to my net assemblies or my net .NET strategies for use within Simulink. So now, where I was a week ago, exactly a week ago, I can say now, going into this week, I can start hopefully focusing on proper strategy development as I've now accomplished it. But there's two big, maybe 3 advantages that we take away from this process, which multicharts.net did not give me. That platform, multicharts.net, is for sure not HFT ready and cannot be done with HFT. It's not possible. The authors of Tradelink pretty well inadvertently advertise, yes, you can use Tradelink for high-frequency trading. Is it the best way? Probably not. But it can be done. You can scale it all in C#, and because you have the source code and it's free, you can do all kinds of crazy stuff. So you have full control over it. The other thing, there's no licensing. So it's free. We like that word. And there's zero investment. So I'm no longer under pressure to work with this equivalent of a multi-charts or a closed or commercial trading platform. I would have gladly have worked with it if it just had, again, that proper framework. So we're now moving ahead. Thumbs up all around, and not only that, but I've accomplished that challenge with the managed versus unmanaged code with the CLR or the Common Library runtime support, calling a static library generator from MATLAB Simulink. I know you could probably be confused, but I got a lot of videos on it. If you're confused on it, attend that webinar, and all in all, it's a good thing that we got everything running. But again, we can always hit all kinds of gotchas and surprises, which I'm not a big fan of, but at least we're moving into strategy development. And I'm sure there's going to be lots and lots of surprises along the way. But the code is there, it can be debugged, and on and on it goes. So there we go. The cat has spilt the milk on what's being done and the solution, and I've got some videos coming all around that. Have a good day.